All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking again about Journey, but doing it in real time for a few real people out there just like you and just like me. Yeah, it's Journey Day. Friday is Journey Day on the channel. No, but there's a lot to talk about. I want to talk about Steve Perry, actually, um, because the Billboard article gave us a number, which and that number has been declining. Anyway, here is Albert Cummings. Just great music. This guy is another great guitarist. This came out last year, and I ordered it. After hearing just one song, I ordered this. But Albert's been around for a little while. Most people would say he's a blues guitarist, but there are a number of different styles, including R&B and country and soul and all this stuff on here. So you got to check out Albert Cummings. The album's called 10. You won't hear that on your local radio station, unfortunately. Like so much of the music I promote, just because radio is basically in the trash can. Who's not in the trash can? Steve Perry, unless he's Oscar the Grouch. But he's not a grouchy guy. There's no reason for Steve Perry to be a grouchy person because last year, according to the Billboard article that dropped talking about all of Journey's settlements and lawsuits and all this stuff, trademarks, everything going back and forth between former members and current members. Steve Perry last year earned $400,000 from the comfort of his own home. Wow. They said that he gets 1/42nd. That's the number 1 over the number 42. He gets 1/42nd of all of what Journey generates when it comes to revenue. Keep in mind that number has been going down. So back in 2017 or 2018, whenever the last tour was, although this tour did really well, Journey boasting of sold out shows. Same with this year, a lot of sold out venues. And Steve Perry doesn't even have to probably go to the bank. I mean, the money is just direct deposited and he does nothing. Folks, this is the settlement that Perry got back in 1998 when the band decided to look for other singers. Allegedly, Jonathan Cain was the guy who made the phone call to Perry and said, hey, we're going to check out some singers. And Perry said, please don't do that. You're going to crack the stone. That's the famous line. It showed up in the VH1 documentary, and people have said it since because it's kind of a unique saying. And Steve Perry at times has this ability to turn a phrase that will stick in your head and you won't forget, because that's Uncle Steve. He's got this way of saying and doing things. So he urged them, hey, please don't do this. Call yourselves anything else, kind of like the bad English idea maybe, but don't call yourselves Journey. Because it's not going to be Steve's argument, and some will definitely agree with him. And I'm leaning more and more in that direction every day, that it's not Journey without Steve Perry. But, to the other guy's point of view, hey, we want to go out and work. Neil Schon was there from the beginning, and it's an argument that I think is legitimate. And so the boys decided to go on without Steve Perry. They hired Steve Augeri as their singer. Augeri, Perry, Steve. I mean, stroke of brilliance. A bunch of people probably went to the concert and didn't even know, right? No, the hardcore Perry people, I think, were throwing fruits and vegetables at Steve Augeri. I think I've heard Augeri tell that story a couple of times. So, yeah, I mean, Steve Perry made this deal. At that moment, when he hung up that phone with Jonathan Cain, he called his lawyer and he said, hey, they're looking for other singers. I want a deal. If I'm going to be cut out of this, I want some kind of a deal. And, you could argue that Steve nullified his contract to go on tour. I don't know if that was a contract. I just don't think it was. I think they had to record Trial by Fire to fulfill a contract with CBS. I think they had 2 albums left to record, and Perry had to record either another solo album or an album with Journey. That's my theory. I don't know that for 100%, but I've had a couple of insiders tell me that this was more out of obligation. We're going to make an album, and then supposedly they're going to announce a tour after that. Now, you can go back and listen to Steve Perry on Rock Line or Steve Perry on various radio shows during that time, and you'll hear Perry talking about, hey, yeah, I want to go out on tour, and this was probably after the fact. People still calling and saying how much they love Steve and how they wish he was still in Journey. This was great publicity for Steve Perry, but nothing came of it. Steve did not record an album until Traces, like 20 years later. Steve Perry finally decides to drop an album. That's why his fans were so happy about it. But imagine making $400,000. That's the kind of deal he got. And that was last year. Imagine how much money Steve Perry has been making throughout the years, because from what I understand, that percentage of profit is going down over time. That's part of the deal. Perry probably didn't think the band would last this long. So he's, again, laughing all the way to the bank. And the boys are working very hard, and they kind of have this elephant on their back. In addition to all the other problems right now, they have to do profit sharing with Steve Perry. Now, maybe Neil Schon, when this is over, should start a new band. Call it J4 or something. Have 4 guys, be him, Dean, Jason, right, and Todd. And they'll go out there on the road, and they'll be J4. And people will know that they're going to play Journey music. Or J5, if you've got another guy. J6 would probably not be a good name for the band, based on the coup attempt on the Capitol, that insurrection. No, maybe you should call the band Insurrection, because that kind of sounds like something that Journey would choose for an album title. Journey, Insurrection, in stores now. Here's the deal. Perry, brilliant, smart. Lee Phillips, amazing. That's his attorney. A good life for Steve Perry. These guys are helping Steve buy Lamborghinis and just hang out and not have to worry. And this isn't even scratching the surface, because you've got the publishing, and Steve still owns all of his publishing. The other guys sold their stuff to Hypnosis. So, man, oh man, Steve Perry, again, he makes this argument, and as time has gone on, people realize, well, yeah, it's really not Journey without Steve Perry. No offense to anybody who's tried to be lead singer. They've all been good. They've all been good, but nobody really holds a candle to Steve Perry. So I figured I'd put that out there, that Steve Perry made $400,000 last year doing nothing, staying home and enjoying his life. Here's Albert Cummings, 10. I don't think Albert made $400K last year. So you should help patronize and maybe stream some of the music, or actually purchase a CD, or if he's out there touring, maybe go to a concert. It's real music for real people in real time. Yeah, Albert Cummings. Check it out if you have a chance to. If not, I understand. Everybody's busy. Go stream it on Spotify. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, people. Subscriptions. I want subs, baby. I want more subscriptions. And also, don't forget about Patreon, and over on YouTube, you can do YouTube memberships. Those are fun. $2.99 a month. You get your picture, I think, on that little line below the banner. I've seen some interesting pictures. I've seen some people without pictures, and I get that too. You don't want to be known. You support that guy? I saw your picture, Anyway, people, thanks for watching. 400K for Steve Perry. Absolutely amazing. it makes you think what's really important in life. He's got his peace of mind. He can do what he wants, and he gets $400,000. Smart man.